It's suddenly fast, furious and frenetic at the front of the peloton. Another roundabout. A few of these on the way in. And there was an incident inside the last kilometre or so last year that forced the break-up last year. Another few 100 metres flies by, and we're just over 4 kilometres away now from the finish line in Tavira. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe have the prime real estate at the front.
And that shot we had of Wout van Aert just before we went to that clip of last year showed him sitting quite a long way back. Just a glimpse of him coming onto the bottom left of screen. That's Tish Benoot. He's just trying to guide Wout van Aert up. It's sitting now at the moment. It's still in about 40th position with 4K to go. But we know those riders. They have the power. They wait for the moment, a little bit of clear road, and make their run.
Well, Wout van Aert doesn't have the whole team to look after him here. It's much more based around the GC challenge, isn't it, for the likes of Jonas Vingegaard. Another rider from Bahrain peels off at the front. 67 k's an hour, turns to 70 here. 3.5 kilometres from the finish. What a battle just to retain the places at the front.
Oh, and now you've got the lead-out man there just being reabsorbed from Alpecin to Koenig, looking over both shoulders. No sign of his teammates around him. So they've sort of been separated. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe pulling through that 3K to go. They're in the safety zone as far as time goes. Arnaud Delis over there on the right-hand side in the Belgian champion jersey, the black, yellow, red, with his Lotto teammates.
Wout van Aert has moved up through that centre. He still has Tish Benoot with him. Moved up a couple of places, perhaps. Primož Roglic now is doing his bit for Jordi Meus on the right-hand side to try and keep position at the front.
Geraint Thomas now up the middle of the road again. He's done so much riding on the front, but a really big pull from G.
Juri Leital making his way into position as we come to yet more street furniture here. It's another roundabout with 2.5 kilometres to go on the way to Tavira. A reminder that this finish goes into town with plenty of this road furniture, and then there's a sharp right-hand turn into the final 400 metres or so uphill to the line. There's the battle for these positions that continues. Van Aert still moving up on the right-hand side, and now they're making their move with Tish Benoot, it seems, with just over 2 kilometres to go, and they've gained already in that little bit of a move 10 places. It is 2Ks to go now. The cones are avoided.
Yeah, Tish Benoot just had his run checked there a little bit, but Wout van Aert still in the wheel. They're just moving up left of picture now. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe with Jordi Meus still right up the front. Primož Roglic just getting pushed out. There's Meus about 12th position onto the wheel of Casper van Uden from Picnic Postenel.
He sits right in the centre of your picture now with a white jersey on as Tudor start to move up too. Reminder that they have Alberto Dainese, who was up on that finish last year. 1.5 kilometres now to the line. Wout van Aert is dropped off by Tish Benoot and decides to follow a couple of the wheels on the left-hand side of the picture now. He's the only man in the yellow jersey. Biniam Girmay moves up on the peloton's left, our right as we look at it. He also is fighting for that wheel of Casper van Uden on the left-hand side now. There's a bit of shoulder stuff. There's a bit of elbow stuff, and they come left inside and on the way into the final kilometre. Arnaud Delis is in prime position as the peloton is about to go under the 1 kilometre to go kite. There they go into Tavira, under the railway. The big right turn is on the way.
Yeah, Oliveira taking the wheel of Arnaud Delis at the moment, so Delis looking prime position. Wout van Aert coming up on the left of screen, looking for that wheel of Arnaud Delis, pushing his way in, looking just to shove them out of his way. Picnic Postenel trying to come around and take the lead as they swing that hard right back to the left and now start to line up and look for that final right-hand corner. Delis in second wheel.
And a big crash into the corner, several riders down. Massive crash into the corner there, and it looks as though there was a problem for one of the riders from Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe into the wall. Here at the front though, moving along with that final turn to come. Here it is, swinging around, Lotto taking it. Arnaud Delis still his third wheel. There's an opportunity there for one of the riders from Bahrain to have a go as well. Van Aert is further down this time. He's going to have to make his move. He's a way off. It's Dainese on the left-hand side, but still leading out there Lotto. Now that lead out finishes. Girmay moves up on the right as well, but it's Casper van Uden who's going all the way to the line. Mercer's coming around him, and Meus now hits the front. It's Jordi Meus. And Dainese trying to come around, but nobody can live with Jordi Meus. And Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe get their victory after another chaotic run in into Vida.
Oh, hugely chaotic, but the man that made sense of us, Jordi Meus, just well positioned all the time and following the right wheels, doing his own thing rather than the traditional lead out. We saw him get onto the wheel of Casper van Uden and Picnic Post.